the Ring magazine, I've been told, have a special gift for you.
From His Excellency, yes.
Is it from His Excellency? Someone's going to bring it up.
Today, where is it?
What is the gift?
It's a very nice egg.
In a Tottenham Hotspur bag as well.
Thank you, Douglas. How are you, sir? Thank you very much.
Is an egg?
I walked into His Excellency's today and he said this is going to be presented to you at the press conference. It's an egg.
If you guys want to hear something really funny, I don't know what this shit is, but, you know, this worm actually tried to put in my fight contract that I couldn't say anything negative about promoters.
Absolute rubbish.
During the press tour.
Absolute rubbish.
Can you believe that?
You don't get sued by me. You're being sued by other promoters.
This guy's built his whole career around talking shit about people, and then he's going to try
You got that well wrong.
So that I can't say anything.
Speak to your man on the right about that.
That's who we're dealing with.
That's another thing you got wrong.
That's who we're dealing with.
As well as getting dressed today.
One of the big things, by the way, that's a present from the Ring magazine.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
One of the big things that came out of the first press conference was that there's a rematch clause put in this. I believe, Ben, you put this rematch clause in.
Can we please not go over this again?
Well, a lot of people didn't come on
It's boring,
Tuesday.
it's
a lot
irrelevant.
of people, Chris, didn't come on Tuesday.
Everybody heard you guys going back and forth about rematch clauses.
Why was a rematch clause put in?
There is a rematch clause, and that's it. Let's talk about something exciting. In fact, I have something that's been bothering me for years now, and I'm gonna get it off my chest. The first fight, 20,000 people bought tickets, hotel rooms, plane tickets, accommodation. They planned the whole weekend around this fight. None of them were compensated by Eddie, Matchroom, Conor. Worse than that was the undercard. There were a number of fighters who went through entire camps, and camps are not cheap. You know, thousands, if not tens of thousands of pounds are spent on trainers, gym fees, nutritionists, physiotherapists. These fighters all paid for their camps. They lost all that money, and they were never compensated. And that's always bothered me. Obviously, I wasn't compensated for what I spent either, but that's neither here nor there. I just want to set that wrong right now and say that from my purse for this fight, I will be giving £50,000 to the fighters on that undercard to split between them.
I thought he was going to say each.
To cover some of the losses that they incurred. I don't need applause. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not doing this for awards. One thing I will say is that I hope Eddie and Conor both put up their own £50,000 because there are a lot of fighters.
Well, what we did was everybody fought instantly. So, but thank you. That's a lovely gesture. I'll let everyone know, and just let us know where to invoice the 50 grand. That'd be beautiful.
You obviously won't be receiving any of it.
I don't need to.
The fighters on the undercard.
But I do think it's a lovely touch. Everybody fought immediately, and they all, got active. But I think that's a lovely touch. I'll go back over the card. I'll find out who was on, and I will get that.
You don't have to do any of it.
That's lovely. You won't, because you talk bollocks.
No, I
You won't actually do it, because you're a bit. You won't.
I'm the one person in this room that does speak the truth.
Oh, leave off.
I'm the one person in this room that isn't worried about the repercussions.
Listen.
All your other fighters, we can't say anything to Eddie. We can't say anything about Eddie because he controls the money. I don't give a shit.
Nor do I.
Well, that's good.
But that's a lovely gesture.
I know it's a lovely gesture.
Very nice.
Keeping on the subject of purses and money, many of you would have heard that Eddie boasting about this 60-40 split that he secured for his team and Conor and himself. Just an absolute lie, which is not surprising.
Well, I thought it was 70-30, but Ben said 60-40.
You said 60-40. The truth of it is, Uncle Turkey flew in and saved the day like the superhero that he is. This is Saudi's show. He called me. He said, "What do you want to make this fight?" "I want it." "Tell me what you want." So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, I got to be a businessman here now. And any good businessman in any negotiation, they start with an aggressively high number. And then there's counter-offers.
Wow, what genius.
And
Unbelievable.
there's counter-offers and compromises, and eventually you get down to the number that's agreed. So I gave him a diabolical number. You know, I gave him an inconceivable number. And he said, done. I'll send you the contract on Monday. And I'm thinking, fuck, I could have got more there. I could have got a little Lambo or
what you like,
or a couple of watches added in. But you know what? I was happy with the deal. I'm not greedy.
You're not greedy, no.
No, not at all.
Anyway,
but the point of the story is there is no splits, there's no percentages. He didn't negotiate an amazing
I was only pulling
deal.
your plonker. Why are you getting upset?
Oh yeah, now it was just a joke, but before it was serious.
What we did, we got the number we were happy with.
That's
and
right.
we got the number that we think provided value for His Excellency.
That's right.
The difference
there was no 60-40 split.
The difference between
so
you and
lied
Conor
to the public in front of everybody, and now I'm setting it straight.
He wants to beat you. Forget the money. This is not about the money for Conor Benn. This is only about the money for you.
No, it's not.
It is.
And again, why are you speaking to me?
Because you're speaking to me.
I'm speaking about you. I'm not speaking to you.
Now, you're so, listen,
I don't want you addressing me
I'm in your head rent free. All you do is talk about me.
I don't want to hear you anymore. If you lie to the public, I'm going to expose you.
I'm worried.
I am not one of your little puppets. If you say bullshit, I'm going to call it out.
Then if I'm doing that, it's
you
going to be a
lied
long
about the 60-40 split.
We're going to go.
I'm setting it straight.
I think it was better than a 60-40 split.
No, listen, you did a terrible job for your guy. We got everything we wanted.
You happy?
But the point is, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, he owns the show, Saudi owns the show, they're getting the pay-per-view, the tickets, all of that stuff, and he's guaranteeing me and Conor our purses.
And
there's no split.
Much. And it's going to be the biggest fight in British boxing history.
Absolutely.
All down to you.
Yeah, well done. Well done, Derek Clappin.
Oh, thanks, Derek.
Thank you. Let's hear from someone that wasn't at the press conference on Tuesday. That's the trainer of Conor Benn, Tony Sims. Tony, you're the man that's got to get Conor ready to have the toughest fight of his career, get Conor ready to jump up a couple of weight classes. How confident are you that you can get the job done come April 26?
Yeah, it's actually nice to talk about boxing and the fight. And yeah, it's been a long time coming, and we started camp a couple of weeks ago out in Mallorca, and obviously we've come back for the press conference. But as you know, Conor's last couple of fights have been at 154. So the 160 ain't too big a jump for him. And he'll be in great condition on the night. And we've obviously got our game plan, and Chris has got his game plan. And as Eddie was saying, it's probably the biggest fight in British boxing. We all know the dads had two great fights. I was actually at the second fight at Old Trafford. I was friends, obviously, in them days with Nigel. I remember the build up to that fight, the atmosphere that brought, and I believe 30 years on, the atmosphere and we're all looking forward to such a great night, and I think it's going to be an absolute fantastic fight. Conor's going to bring that ferociousness to the fight. You know, he's a carbon copy of his dad. Chris has obviously got the experience and a bit of weight on him, and he's a carbon copy of his dad as well. So I think we're all in for a great night of boxing.
Let's stay on that side. Let's welcome in Nigel Benn. Nigel, obviously, look, you're fully confident your son can get the job done, but you know more than anyone.
100%. I don't see it going past 4 rounds. And where, like, you know, they say, like, Conor's jumping up 2 weights. Conor walks around at 12 stone. I know my son. And if Liam Smith gave him the problem that he did in the first fight, that's Liam Smith. He don't punch like Conor. He does not punch like Conor. And I know Conor can do 12 rounds. Me personally, like I said yesterday or Tuesday, I said I'm more I'm more confident in this fight than I had with me and Chris Senior. I just feel that Conor's just going to go out there, mate, and just give it to him, put it on him. And I know he would do that. I'm 100% confident in Conor doing that. I'm so relaxed, so sure. I know what my son can do. He's actually the best, a much better fighter than me. I could never box like Conor. I was just going in and have a bang. I just want to have a war. But Conor's got all him in his locker, mate. Every single thing. I'm so confident. I don't see it going past 4 rounds. And it's not even 4 rounds. It's like when Conor catches him. When Conor catches him, so it could be round 1, round 2. I don't see it going to past 4 rounds, and that's my opinion, and that's what I believe. I know what my son can do, and he fights bigger guys inspiring than him that are hard. I just know my boy, and I'm so confident.
Conor, your whole team's confident.
Nigel, just before we move on, I got to just say something. You know, I understand the frustration and the heat that you were experiencing a couple of days ago after I egged Conor.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you actually glassed him, mate. And that's why I nearly got my hand around your throat.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you did put your hand on my neck.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a pass because of what happened, but I'm just letting you know if your hand ever touches me again, you won't get it back.
Shut your fucking mouth. Do you hear me?
No. Con.
Do you hear me?
Con.
Threaten my dad.
He couldn't. Look, Conor.
Hey, silly bollocks. Threaten my dad again. Watch what happens to you.
Yeah.
I'm not threatening him. I'm just letting him know.
No. Do you hear what I said? Do you hear what I said?
There's no touch.
Do you hear what I said? Well, he did get his arms around your neck.
Con, leave it. I got it, mate. I can handle this, mate. I'm old school, mate. I had this with his dad. I'm old school, mate. So this is not a problem. I understand, and I apologise for doing that, mate. I really am sorry that I've done that. You know what I mean? But you put your hand on my son.
Yeah, because we are fighting.
Dad, he's just upset because his dad don't like him.
What?
No, he's just upset because his dad don't like him.
Yeah, I know.
He can't be. Shut your mouth.
Nobody else.
Shut your mouth. Your dad don't like you. You understand? No. You're just jealous. Just admit it.
I'm here.
Just admit it. That's it.
I'm ready to go.
That's it. Look at your team. Dysfunctional.
Yeah, Con, you know what it is? I think at the end of the day, like I said, it's like he's poked the bear. I just know what's going to happen. Listen to me. I'm telling you, this does not go past 4 rounds.
Okay, we got it.
I'm telling you, no, you're going to be done. For sure, 100% sure. So confident in what my son can do.
Conor, your team's obviously full of confidence. You're the man, though, that's going in the ring, jumping up a couple of weight classes.
Oh, they ain't really got anything to say. This whole thing is just getting on my nerves, to be honest. I ain't got nothing to say. There's no question you can ask me. Eubank, I can't wait to smash your head in. April 26th. I can't wait to smash your head in. Listen, I've heard enough of your voice talking shit this whole time. Again on Tuesday. Just shut your mouth. April 26th, you're getting your head smashed in.
I can't wait, my friend. I can't wait.
All right, let's get a couple of final words from Ben Shalom. Ben, here we are. It's the big one. Again, we didn't even need to do this press conference. I feel like the event's sold already. The tickets tell us it's sold already. But again, we are so close to something so special.
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, 130,000 people in the waiting room. I've never seen it on a pre-sale. The biggest event this year. I do have to question when Eddie says they didn't do it for money. They had an opportunity to fight for a world title. It's clearly for money. It's clearly a cash out. It's clearly 2 fights. Probably the last 2 fights of Conor's career. But this will be the biggest fight we've seen in the past 2 decades, whether people like it or not, in British boxing. And that's what it's about. And as I say, I have to thank the media. I have to thank everyone that got behind this event, because this is special. And on April 26th, we're going to see something that we've not seen before.
Eddie, I can always tell from the media turnout just how big an event this is. You've been involved in some enormous events. This must be right up there with some of the biggest you've done.
I'd like them to do it now.
Eddie. Come on, Eddie.
I'll tell you what.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
Go on, you try. Go on.
Just don't say anything.
Okay.
Just ignore,
I'll say this.
Ignore Ade.
I wish you could do it now.
Okay.
Now.
Good.
Out there.
That's
now.
enough. That's enough. That's
I'm
enough.
going to enjoy every minute.
Let's not get excited.
I'm too excited. Too excited. It's going to be sweet as a nut. Thank you.
I feel rude if I don't ask Ronnie Davis a couple of